If you guys are interested in the cars featured in today's video, make sure to check the link in the description down below. You're looking at a car you were never meant to own. Oh, you think I'm kidding? This car was literally only available to law enforcement agencies in the United States, period. That means this car was literally built for one reason and one reason only. Dispatch, be advised, subject is 1095. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the long-awaited before you buy a Chevy Caprice PPV. (2007 to 2017) Chevy Caprice PPV. It's the cop car you've always wanted, then realize once you own it that it's too expensive to maintain. Kind of like that Taiwanese ladyboy girlfriend of yours. Damn you, Ling Ling. In 2009, the Chevy Caprice PPV was brought to the North American market. The PPV, for all the 10-year-olds who watch my videos, stands for Police Patrol Vehicle. The Caprice was exclusively sold to law enforcement agencies only. ONLY. That means the only way the general public was able to get their hands on one was through a police car auction. There's only one flaw with the Caprice PPV, and hey, just be patient. I'll touch base on that soon enough. Never in the history of police cars has there been a car specifically tailored for law enforcement. That's until the Caprice came along. Every inch of this car was custom made for law enforcement, from the custom driver's seat with actual duty belt indentations in it, to the larger trunk to accommodate for police equipment. Hell, even the prisoners had better leg room. Every damn inch of this car was built for police work. From the custom tuned suspension, even a reflashing of the ECU for optimal performance during both city and highway pursuits. This was the only police car in history to earn an excellent grade in all of the LAPD's grueling police car testing course. Let that sink in for a moment. Since the inception, since freaking horse and buggies all the way up until 2017, this car is the only one to get a passing grade on all of them. Okay, now let's talk some performance, because that's another thing this car utterly dominates in. The Caprice was powered by a 6.0 liter. Okay, you know what? Now, before I go further, no, it's not an LS from the Corvette. I kid you not. I'm telling you. It's actually an L77, okay? There's actually quite a difference between the both. These engines were released in the Holden Commodore Series 2 VE. And they are actually a direct import from Australia. This ain't no Detroit GM. This is some straight Australian thing ready. And put a pin on that. Put a pin on that, because that will be this car's downfall. To date, the Caprice was the most powerful modern police car, making 362 horsepower. It still holds the title of the world's fastest police car, with a ridiculous top speed of 160 miles an hour. Mind you, if you have about $10,000 to $11,000, you can pick this car up right now on Craigslist. 0 to 60 times, they hover around 5.3 seconds.
And there's 60 miles an hour already. Super fast, guys.
Quarter mile time, mid-13s. That means Daddy's old cop car grocery getter is faster than 80% of cars on the road today. Yeah. There's only one thing stopping the Caprice PPV from achieving godlike status next to its lifetime rival, the Crown Victoria. And that is maintenance. Remember how I said earlier you really technically weren't meant to own this car? Well, that's because this car was directly imported from Australia. And unlike the multi-million-dollar budgeted police departments out there, your average 9-to-5 Joe won't be able to afford the parts to keep this car going in the long run. Remember, it's not an LS 6.0, it's an L77. Don't believe me? Next time you go to AutoZone, start looking up parts for this car. Go ahead. I'll wait.